This is Larry. This is me doing the virtual contest for Leetcode Weekly Contest 351. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this contest and these prompts. Each prompt will have its own video, so definitely check that out. It'll be on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, you can see them listed, or just search for them. They'll probably be there somewhere. Look for this handsome face. Alright, let's get started because I've been waiting a little bit. So yeah, let's find the virtual button. Alright, let's go. Am I ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. Oh, I had to press one more button. Who would start a virtual contest without going into it? Come on, man. Number of beautiful pairs. Okay. First digit of I, code prime. Code prime is... Man, this... They really, we can do some crazy things. Okay, fine. Yeah. If okay. Typing's too slow. First digit of I. Whatever, should be good. And the last digit of I, a code prime, right? Okay, fine. What is it? 5 and 2. It'd be nice if this worked. Wow. New mistake. 1 A again. How do I not assign count as 0, 0? Watch this one a little bit, so I may eat it because I'm just like going a little bit fast. Alright, minimum operation make an integer 0. Okay, choose an integer I and then subtract 2i plus num. What? From it. What does that even mean? Alright. Do you want to subtract 2i plus that? What does that mean? Does that mean anything? And nums I can be, or nums 2 can be any number. Wow, I don't know that I have an immediate idea about this one. Minimum number of operation. How do you even know it's not possible? Well, in one move. Can you do it in one move? Can you do it in 2 move? Can you do it in 3? What does that mean? It's basically num sub 2 times whatever, right? So you have to do it either way. So then now, so you just simulate it for, if you just simulate it for, how many operations can you even do? I don't know, maybe 100 should be good enough, right? Basically, you know you're making progress. No, that's not even true, is it? What the? And you could choose the same I more than once. That's a little bit confusing. Is that even true now? Because then you could be negative and then go. This is ridiculous. Don't even make progress. So 3 is that. Wow. Maybe this is just not my contest already. Huh. I don't know that this is true. I think that this is maybe a red herring. Oh, like this is true, but maybe that's not the best way to do it. Let's see. All right, so you have 3. You have to add. You have to add 2 no matter what. So now you have 5. So then can you make progress? You make it 1, and then okay, that's not 0. So then you have to add 2. So then now you're back to 3. So maybe that's not the way to go because now you're looping. All right. Oh wait, no, that's fine. No, I mean no, it's. Then I know you go 1, right? No, that's not good. No, that's probably not the way to go. It's not the bitwise thing. Wow. The negative one. What the hey? How can it be proven? Prove it to me. Huh. Can we breakfast search? What happened to we breakfast search? Wow, I have no idea how to do this, to be honest. I don't even think I can brute force in a good way. Well, I mean, I guess BFS brute force, but wow, I have no idea. This is Q2. So, alright, so now we start with 3, we go to 5, and then we, in theory, we want to. That's not what they say to do. I guess that is what they say to do. You get to 1, and now you go to 3, and then now you're minus 4, so now you have negative 1. Then you add 2 to get to 1, and then you're Gucci. But how would I know to get to negative? Oh. And why not like -8? So you go -3. -3. You do nothing. You go to choose 0, so then you go to -1, and then -1 is the same as that one. But -1, you go to 1, and then that's good. I mean 5, and then 5. You subtract 7 no matter what. Okay, I see why this is impossible. Because you always go negative. And once you go negative, there's no going back. But we still have to do minimum. It's not even a binary thing. I don't know this one. I'm gonna skip ahead. Alright, let's look at this one first. Alright, mod. Alright, what is it? Number, it's like one element. We did this problem recently, right? Maybe? Oh, exactly one element. Okay, I mean, 10 to the 5th. So basically we do a tokenizer on all the ones. What is the math on it? Left, right. Degree of freedom times the next degree of freedom, right? Is it split? No, it's grouped by, I think. Right? I'm a little bit, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's kind of what I mean. So this is no degrees of freedom. This is 3 degrees of freedom, right? All right. What am I doing? All right. If t of 0 is right. It gives a group of object, I think. So actually, but maybe it's good enough. If no, what am I doing? If the first object of the group by is 0, then we pop left. Because we have no degrees of freedom, right? Otherwise, if something like that, maybe. Group. That's not quite right. What? Did I mess up? One zero one, right? Yeah, so it's just a huh? Why is this? Why am I debugging such a silly thing? Huh? Can we just do a grouper object thing? Did I already do this? Maybe this thing changes. Did I already run this editor tool thing? Is that why? Why is this so weird? 5 for x. This is such ugly code now. It was probably ugly before. Oh, it's g plus 1. I think it's just the iterator getting consumed. I knew it, but I just kind of took a long way to debug this. Kind of actually really sad. Man, I am not having a good contest this time. Is the answer 0 or 1? Probably 0, right? Come on, baby. Alright. Not having a good contest. That was such a sloppy thing. Alright. N1 indexed robot. Why do you have 1 index robot and 0 index everything else? What does that even mean? Why? Who did this? Who wrote this? Who heard you? Anyway, okay. You have robots on the line. Okay, let me actually read the prompt. You have robots on the line. Directions left, right, positions, and healths. They'll collide. They collide. The lower health is removed from the line. I mean, it seems like this simulation, right? They all move at the same speed. Alright, so 10 to the 5th. Can we, what can we do? So for each one, we can look at the next thing that it is. Okay, right, and then have a event. because only the relative positions matter. So then the delta is the big thing, right? Alright, how do I want to model this? I mean, it's just simulation. I just have to figure out how to model. So you have the events. And every time something crashes, I mean, there's only at most n events, and you just keep on like a heap, right? Or sort of list if you want to be inclined. And the relative position is always the same, right? Because if they collide, then there'll always be more collision. So at the end, they all face the same direction, right? So okay. So we want a heap. I don't know why, but positions are distinct but not sorted. Wait. In order they were given in the input, not the positions. I mean, that's just more tracking, but I mean, that's fine. It's just more implementation silliness. Okay. Next, I guess health doesn't really matter. We want directions and enumerate. Haven't done this in a while. D is equal to L, then X index. Something like this, right? And now you have the events. Oh, that's the heap, I suppose. Yeah. I actually don't know whether that's. So from left, we want the basically, right? If I think we can just go straight from the left too, but then it's a little bit. I don't know the cost of enumerating through a sorted list, to be honest. So I don't want to add an extra constant. Okay, so then right that bisect left and bisect right doesn't matter because it should be unique anyway. Positions of I. Also, the index doesn't matter for that reason. Okay. If right, right, then right of index. Left will be looking at the right, so I mean it should be the other way, but I'm just gonna be lazy. I guess I could just heapified everything later. Delta is the big one, and then index. Is index enough? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it should be okay. Now we want this, but we want this instead. Okay, and then now heapify. Just wanting it to see if I wanted anything weird. Alright, looks okay. Didn't give me any error. So while length of defense is greater than 0, what do? We have the delta, which we do not care for. And the index of the thing. This index is wrong. What we want is I. Yeah, whoops. We do care about index here because we need to track it. Right. And then now, so now that the index, we have to do this bifurcation again. Let's go I. Whoops. Oh no, this is delta. That's why I don't care for it. If this is left, then we have to find the right thing again, and we just get just make this I. And technically, it may be this the different one, right? Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, why don't I just do this index and then now index I, right? I think in fact, because of symmetry, we don't even need this part. Yeah, okay. So then now we have delta, left index, right index. But this index is in this index. This should be right index of 1, the original index. And then now we can process it, which is that if health sublin index, if this is equal to 0, we continue, I think. That means that they're already dead and we somehow in processing this. Otherwise, if health sublin index is greater than our index, then we kill the right side. So remember to remove Larry. So our index, but the x is going to be positions of our index. And then subtract from 1. We just need the final health, right? And so this should actually be right, except for we'll just filter out the zeros, in theory. Oh, I'm skipping a step. That's why things are kind of confusing. But let me finish doing this thing first. Okay, because we have to, after this we have to add more events. Let's actually see what happens. Seems like nothing happened. Well, the first one's right, I guess, because nothing happened. But let's actually check this out. I don't even know which input this is for, so that's not really helpful. Oh, so this is for last one. Index 1 and 2 collide, which makes sense, maybe? I don't even know which one this, oh, this is X and the Y. Oh yeah, that makes sense. And then this dies. Okay. I think this makes sense so far because we don't have any iteration. But then basically when left wins, we have to find another target for it. So yeah, so F wins, then do another binary search. And okay, if the right wins, that's when we have to do the thing. I guess I shouldn't have deleted that part. Oh no, I cannot append anymore, but I'll fix it. I think that this is wrong. So the left index 1, so left index is the same. The right index we updated to this thing, which actually is right. Okay, fine. Now the right index 1, so then we have to update the left index, which is this thing. And that's fine, but it's not a pen anymore. This is now okay, fine. Consistent. Alright, that's unfortunate that didn't do enough. I was hoping seeing more zeros here. Let's see. 1 and 2, but it doesn't, that's it? So the right side wins. Should be here. Oh, it should be here rather. Okay, so you have 6 and 3. Wait, what is my answer on this one? Oh, I mixed up, didn't I? Because basically for the left, yeah, I mixed it up. Okay. But I could fix that easily. Just have to. I mixed up the confusion, I think. Okay. Because okay, there you go. Well, maybe still not right, but at least this one is right, and this one should be right because it doesn't do anything. But this one's wrong. 0, 0, 15, 12. Why? This example, 1 and 2 will collide. They're both removed. Oh, I didn't remove them from here. Oh yeah, I do. Huh. I think I'm close, but I'm really slow. Okay, so 0, 1, and then 2, 1. That's right. No. 2, 1 is wrong. Oh, I see. Because I just skipped it with continue. What I need is that, given that this is dead, I need to requeue the other one. Okay, fine. Okay, if they're both dead, then we can continue, I guess. But otherwise, and the other one's alive, then we have to requeue the closest one for right. So it's as if the right one. So then basically it's this part. Too much copy and paste. And then if house of right index, then it's this part. Five one on the list. Okay, fine. Why? What you talking about? Why is this I? What is this I coming from? That's why. Wow, that is a pretty bad typo though, actually. And I still didn't catch it until now. And there's one here too. Still not on the list, huh? What line is that? 462, 48. Why would it get removed if... Oh, because if one of these, then we have to continue. We just have to requeue and continue. Okay, now it looks right. I feel like there's like a dot photo, something like this, right? Maybe the other side. I don't remember how to do it, but okay, fine. I feel like there's a functional one for it, but okay, fine. And I'm still not done. I still have Q2, even if this is right, and I don't even know that this is right quite yet. Oh no. Wait, what? This shouldn't happen. Did I use the wrong thing? Alright, well, the algo is right, but my implementation again has something to be lacking. Gotta practice that a little bit more, I guess. Okay, left. Did I put in the wrong thing? Why would it index be 11? I mean, it's definitely not right. 11 is the position. Oh, whoops. Typo. Okay, fine. Cannot escape the typo. Alright, let's go. What is going on? Do I have another typo somewhere? I mean, I must have, right? Man, this is bugging me out. 18. What is 18? 18 is like one of the inputs. Left index, right index. Oh man, I copied and pasted the same typo. And got two wrong answers for the same thing. Okay, fine. Come on, please be right. I mean, there were a couple of silly. Oh, I'm not done yet. I forgot. How am I doing now? Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. I mean, I had that one the entire time. I just kind of made it tough. This one I still don't know. A lot of people got in it though. Wow, people did Q3 pretty quick. Oh, but I spent a long time on Q2. That's why Q3 is easy. Yeah. Well, I still got a wrong answer. Oh yeah. Man, this is a sloppy contest today. I still don't know how to do this one. Okay, I see. Okay, now I think I do. Is it 2 to the I? I see. I think I see it. Okay. So basically, I don't know if I can just do this for like 100 loops or something. Maybe 1,000. Doesn't really matter. And then basically num1 subtract num2 if is it like a bit count thing in Python? I feel like I've maybe int dot bit count it. Yeah. If num1 dot bit count is equal to I plus 1 maybe. Return I. Return -1 maybe. Something like that. Yeah, okay, maybe not. Hang on. I feel like it's something like this, but maybe I'm off by 1 or something. Because basically we go from 3 to 5 to 7, and 7 is 3, right? Huh. Why is this wrong? Why is it printing so much stuff? You should have returned it. Oh, because of the -1 on the first one for some reason. Okay, so 0 3. Okay, it counts 2, 5, 7, 3, right? Okay, so I plus 1. 1, negative 1. Oh, what? Oh, I have to return I plus 2? That's really awkward, but okay, fine. Right answer at least? Okay, fine. This one is a pain. I don't know if this is right even. Oh yeah, oh, so this doesn't have to be 100. I mean, because you don't have enough bits anyway, so. Alright, let's give this a try. Oh, maybe I haven't considered this too much. Expected 3. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong on that one. Wait, let's see. Expected 3, I put negative 1. Okay, fine. Why? Tell me why. I thought I had it though, to be honest. Okay, so for 3, number is 68. Big count is 2. Why is it just returning 3? Okay, so so maybe that's not, it's not precise, but I think if it's fewer, maybe that's good enough. I don't know. Okay, so after 3 iteration, should be 68, right? What's 68? 68 is 64 plus 4. Oh, because you could do 64 plus, oh yeah, 64 plus 2 plus 2. How do I generalize that? Is it this? I didn't think there was this bit. Alright, for 5 and 7. Oh, I have to do if num1 is greater than or equal to 0, and this maybe? I forgot about the negative numbers though, so still not good. Oh, it's the other way. Oops. That's why. I was really confused. I have to click on this button. 315. Should be 3. What the hell? So the I is bigger than 2. Why is that not right? Oh, it's because I'm returning +1. Was it 3 again? So after 1 move, well, technically it's not 2 moves yet. That's why. Hope this is right. Man, I really have no idea how to do this, apparently. Oh, because it is exactly 0. I actually was thinking about this case. I mean, not this particularly, but this case where it's 0. But so basically, so many cases. I'm gonna mess this farm. Mess this contest, really. So there's more cases. 85 after 2. After 2 is 83. Did I miss some? It's 1 and 0. That's why. The numbers have to be, so it has to be bigger than 1. Is that true? Or am I just like randomly putting in numbers? So the bit count has to be, well, if it's greater, it has to be at least greater than 0. Is a current one. But oh, wait. Basically, this comes from the fact that you can combine 2 smaller ones into a bigger one. So it has to be this. This is so... I get the idea, but I think I've been trying to shortcut it through it. And that's why I keep getting wrong answers. Basically, after I moves, it has to be bigger than... With the bit count, is nums 1 have to be bigger than I, not the bit count, because that is the number of, oh no. Was that one of the inputs? No, okay, at least I'm not that bad today. Wow. This is the most long answer I have in a while. Expected 1. I guess it's maybe like a -1 thing. So after 1 move, yeah, maybe I was just a little bit sloppy on this one. All right. Yeah, I mean, you know, only 5 wrong answers or whatever it is. Geez, 4 wrong answers. I think I did get the idea eventually, but it took me a long time to get there. Clearly. Where's my screenshot? Did I screenshot it? I thought I did. I'll do it again. Oops, not that one though. Is this not sorted or something? My screenshots are not going into my screenshots. That's very weird. Is my computer doing all right? Am I messing up something? Sorry, give me a second, friends. Oh, I guess I could just do a screenshot after this. But yeah. That's what I have for this one. That's what I have for this contest. Let me know what you think. Clearly a very sloppy contest for me. Yeah, stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.